Shalom, 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 shalom to the 12 tribes that scattered abroad. Shalom, shalom, shalom to the 12 tribes that scattered abroad. Welcome back to the reading of the Bible with your brother Nehemiah. I am Israel, a true seeker of Yahweh. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Man, how y'all been doing, man? I know I've been missing in action. But, things happen. But I'm back. I'm back, y'all. I'm back, man. I swear, man. First of all, man, we got to give all praise to the Most High God of Israel. We got to give praise to the Most High God of Israel. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his son. I know y'all saying I'm not saying because like I said, I already was speaking on y'all about this, but that's something, it wasn't even when I looked it up and ran into showing the definition of what the word mean and what, not Yahweh Shai, but the name Yahweh. And it showed all the names, Yahshua, what they be called, Yah. It showed all them. I did not, for the son, I did not see no Yahweh Shai. I did not see the Yahweh Shai. I can't remember like it was like, I can't remember how many it was, but it was a lot of names. It was at least about 7, maybe 8, but it showed different names, and I didn't see that, but I remember what my aunt was telling me about, where we're telling the congregation about that the dude who started One West, he the one brought that name, but I guess he put this shot on the Yahweh to break it down to be the same as the son, name of the son. So I really can't honor that like that. But if I seen Yeshua, your shoes, I seen different other names. I did not see Yahweh Shai. And happy Feast of Pentecost. Happy Feast of Pentecost. That's the first fruit of your leaping. I'm going to read a little about that before we get started in Leviticus. But I'm going to honor the Son just like I honor the Father. Like I said, I want to give all praise and glory to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh. Now I know Yahweh. In the name of his son and in his son. I can't even read. I can't even really want to say what the Bible say Jesus, but that's about the only. I just say his son, the Holy One. So I want to give all praise and honor to both of them, him and his son. Because I don't want to call him something that he's not called. I don't want to do that. I don't know if that's again, because he said don't add to my words and don't take away from my word. So that's just like you add, and you add Yahweh Shai. You just made a name for this man. I understand it falling following their father Yahweh, but you add the shy on there. I don't know what shy mean. I'm saying we don't know what this means. That's just something what he say. I don't know. He said, lean not on your own understanding. So why would I want to lean on this man understanding? I ain't even seen in the like when we, let's go to it. Matter of fact, let's go to it. Which one? The Blue Letter Bible or the Bible Hub? Which one? Or I think it's just them two. Let's try Bible Hub first. The Bible. And I want to go, let me see. How you do this now? I don't see the, okay, or the Hebrew. Right, go to the, no. Um, I thought I can. Let's just go to the other one. Oh, here, they right here. Yeah, this is right here. Now, you got different, what is written in different, let me see. Trying to find what they call the name at. John 3:16 should do it. Why it ain't? I don't want to go. I want to go to the top. Oh, it's doing verses. Okay. Ah, here we go. That was a man there was moreover a man of the Pharisees, Nicodemus, named to him a ruler of the Jews. He came to him. I thought it said he came to Jesus by night. Ain't yeah, it did. It say the same came to Jesus by night, but it said came to him. So it ain't giving me the thing so I can see. But when that's him. Let me go into the Blue Letter Bible and see what it say in that one. We're gonna get started in a minute, man. John 3. Okay, it say the same. Okay, let's go into this. It say Jesus. Okay.
Strong's G 2424. Jesus.
Jesus. So they don't. Jehovah is salvation. Jesus, the Son of God, the salvation of mankind. God incarnated. Jesus Barabbas was the captain robber whom the Jews begged Pilate to release instead of Christ. Joshua was the famous captain of the Israelite Moses' sister. No. I don't see nothing. That's what I'm saying. I went through it and I ain't seen nothing about no Yahweh Shai. So I believe what my Ak say, what my Ak Moshe say. Cause he was showing proof of what he had, and it ain't no proof of backing. I can believe what he say. We just following what another man do. That's it.
Strong's G 2424. Jesus.
What it's saying? The root word etymology of Hebrew origin. Well, welcome back to Reading the Bible with your brother Nehemiah. Man, we gonna pick back up in Leviticus in chapter 8. I think that's where we were left off at. We did chapter 7. We're gonna pick back up in chapter 8. And boy, we gonna get back in this real strong and long. We got to bring it back and get where we're going to see where we're there. But things have been going lovely now. You know, I'm back on the road. I got 2 jobs. He been blessing me, and you know, I felt like I've been forsaking him, trying to do my own thing, but you know, I couldn't bear from the spirit too long, so it brought me right back, you know. So I got to keep this going, you know. I promise y'all that we're going to read the Bible, and that we're going to do. Like I said, it don't matter how long it take us, long God give me breath to breathe every day. We might take a break like we just did, but we're going to read the Bible. We're going to read this Bible. Wait a minute, what my Bible doing now? Okay, here we go. I didn't know what was going on then. Likewise, this is the law of the trespass offering. Okay, we did 7. We is at 8. So everybody get their King James Version out with the Apocrypha. Open up to chapter 8, Leviticus chapter 8. And we will begin there. Because this thing is starting to get very interesting with these laws, commandments, and statutes. Remember, we always have to. Oh man, that mother went out there that fast. They couldn't have. But we always have to get the best of the understanding that the Spirit give us, you know. Here we go. The book of Leviticus chapter 8, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take Aaron and his sons with him, and the garments, and the anointed oil, and a bullock for the sin offering, and 2 rams, and a basket of unleavened bread. So the Lord told Moses to take Aaron with his son, and the garments that they made. Remember with the garment that he had put the spirit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding upon Belzar. I can't pronounce these names right, but so y'all bear with me. But it was on up in Leviticus when he was explaining to Moses. But he put the spirit on him and a couple more people. So he telling him to take them in the garment and the anointed oil. All that's what they made. You know, the anointed oil, all that. And a bullock, take the animal, a bullock for the sin offering, and a ram, and a basket of unleavened bread. Unleavened bread. Verse 2. And gather thou all the congregation together unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Now he tell them to gather all the congregation. And we know what the congregation is. The congregation is like a meeting. It's a whole group of people, they meeting up. So he said, gather that's what I call what we do at our, I don't call it church. I'm going to church, or I'm going to service. I think service could fit, but that's what, yeah, service could fit. But I say congregation. I'm meeting with the congregation. Because that's what we mean. It's a meeting. We meet to discuss the Bible. We meet to read the Bible, you know, teach. That's what we do. It's a congregation. He said, and gather thou all the congregation together unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. So he wanted to gather the congregation together of the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 4, and Moses did as the Lord commanded him, and the assembly was gathered together unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And verse 5, and Moses said unto the congregation, this is the thing which the Lord commanded to be done. What Lord gave us? Law, statute, commandments, judgment. And what Moses just told the congregation is who? Israel. Israel is the whole congregation that he brought to the door of the tabernacle. So he told Moses to tell the congregation, Israel, this is the thing which the Lord commanded to be done. And Moses brought Aaron and his sons and washed them. Hold on. Yeah. Verse 6 again from the top. And Moses brought Aaron and his sons and washed them with water. So Moses brought Aaron and his son and washed them with water. Let's see. Remember back in the precept, Exodus chapter 30. Let me see. Hold on. Why did Aaron... Where's my pen? There we go. Why did Moses, when he brought them, why did Moses wash them? Let me see. And Moses brought Aaron and his sons and washed them with water. Why did Moses brought Aaron, that verse 6, and his son and washed them with water? I'm getting y'all a precept. Exodus chapter 30. I'm just precepting my new Bible. Verse 20. This gonna tell you why Moses washed them with water. The book of Exodus. Chapter 30, I need my other pen. This gonna mess my thing up. I don't want this to sink through these pages. Let's continue. The book of Exodus, chapter 30, verse 20. Now, this is a precept for Leviticus chapter 8, verse 6. And when it said, and Moses brought Aaron and his son and washed them with water. Exodus chapter 30, verse 20. When they go in unto the tabernacle of the congregation, they shall wash with water, that they die not, or when they come near to the altar to minister to burnt offering made by fire unto the Lord. So he washed them because before they come into the tabernacle of the congregation, they shall wash with water that they die not. Why are they gonna die if they don't wash with water? Or when they come near to minister altar, they come near to the altar to minister, or to burn offering made by fire, they have to wash. They have to purify themselves before they go in. With pure water. They got to purify themselves. Let's continue. Go back to Leviticus chapter 8 and pick back up in verse 7. And he put upon him the coat and girded him with the girdle, and clothed him with the robe, and put the ephod upon him. And he girded him with the cuirass girdle of the ephod, and bound it unto him therewith. So he put all the things that they had made, that the Lord told Moses to tell Belzar them to make. The breastplate, the ephod, the girdle, the coat, all that. So they put that upon, he washed them. Then he put all this upon Aaron and his son. Let me see. Let's see if it's his son too. We ain't gonna move so fast. Verse 8. And he put the breastplate upon him. Also he put in the breastplate the Urim. Let's see. The Urim, lights, and the perfection. Okay, let's get the definition of this. Define Urim. And she has, I'm pronouncing this right. Urim refers to mysterious scarred objects used in ancient Israel by the high priest to determine God's will or receive oracle answer. So a Urim refers to a mysterious scarred object used in an ancient Israel by the high priest. So he putting this upon who? Aaron, because Aaron is the high priest. He is the high priest to determine God's will or receive oracle answers. What does Urim mean in the Bible? In the Bible, Urim translate literally to lights, or work with me on that. Illuminations. It is usually appear alongside the word tumen, meaning perfection or truth. Together, the Urim and Thummim were scarred mystery objects used by the Jewish high priest to discern God's will. Let me get an image of this. They showing both of them too, Urim and the Thummim. They showing one like white and one black. The Thummim black. The Urim look white. The oracle brilliance of the figure in the high priest's breastplate as an emblem of complete light. So that's the light. And the Thummim, and the Thummim perfection. That is one of the effects of the object in the high priest's breastplate as an emblem of complete truth. I didn't know that. Y'all can pull it up yourself if you type it in, but that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Amazing. And it placed in the top of the breastplates. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go back. The Urim and the Thummim. Verse 9. Back to Leviticus chapter 8, verse 9, where we pick back up. And he put the mitre upon his head. So we know what a mitre is. This is going to be open. And they're going to be wrapped around your head. Matter of fact, let's just go to it. Let me read this first. And he put the mitre upon his head. Also upon the mitre, even upon his forefront, did he put the golden plate, the holy crown, as the Lord commanded Moses. As the Lord commanded Moses. So these laws, statutes, commandments, what he gave us, we have to go by. We have to.
Mitre.
Oh, that's a mitre. Mitre.
Mitre.
Mitre. I thought that said mitre. Depend on the content, mitre referred to a ceremony headdress, a mitrion. Mitre, a wooden working technical or a renewal research and cybersecurity corporation. A mitre corporation. Let's see, image. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, go right here. We just called it a mitrion. They said mitre. Cause I wonder what he was talking about. You see, I need to order me a couple of these. Mitrion, go around your head. You see the fringes on them with the blue ribbon? Yeah, I'm finna order me a couple of these. Exit got them in stock. Ooh, then they got, I want this one right here. I'm so sorry, y'all, but I got to put this on the save list for me. Man, I ain't been in the thing that long, cuz, for real. I got to go all the way back, talking about the sign in. I thought I was already in it. I'll do it on my own time. But he put the mitrion upon his head, also upon the mitrion, even upon his forefront, did he put the golden plate. I wonder, the holy crown. Oh, it's the holy crown. The golden plate is the holy ground as the Lord commanded. So we already know what the golden plate, the holy crown, it was a crown. We know that. Verse 10. And Moses took the anointed oil that they made, and anointed the tabernacle and all that was therein, and sanctified them. So he anointed the tabernacle and all that was in it, and sanctified it. Verse 11. And he sprinkled thereof upon the altar 7 times, and anointed the altar and all his vessels, both the laver and his foot, to sanctify them. So we know he put all that on to sanctify them. That means set them apart unto the Lord. So when he washed Aaron and his son, he sanctified them. He set them apart to be close to the Lord, for the Lord. So they died not. Because if they wouldn't have washed and just went in there, they was not sanctified. They would have died. The Lord would have dropped them dead. Right there. Right there at the altar where they come, wherever they came into close, if it came nearby what it said. They died not. So he set them apart unto the Lord when he sanctified them. Verse 12. And he poured of the anointed oil upon Aaron's head and anointed him to sanctify him. So he poured the anointed oil upon Aaron's head and anointed him and sanctified him. So this is what he doing. Remember, he did everything in the tabernacle. He done did that. So now he doing Aaron, called Aaron for the go in now. Verse 13. And Moses brought Aaron's sons and put coats upon them and girded them with girdles and put bonnets upon them as the Lord commanded Moses. Now he got the son. See, he did the high priest. Aaron is the high priest. His son priest too, but they not the high priest. Aaron is the high priest. So now he took Aaron's sons and he put coats upon them. He girded them with the girdle and put bonnets. Let's see what this is. Bonnet, head pieces or caps. So let's get the definition of bonnets and see what they look like. Family. This getting very, very, and you see, that's how when you see a dress like this, we just dressing like the Lord tell us to dress. He told us throughout our generation we had to do these things. Had these fringes with the border of blue around it. Look what he doing to our priests. Let's read this. Let's see. Bonnets. A bonnet primarily referred to a type of soft, brainless head covering that ties under the chin. Historically, don't do that. Historically worn by women and young children. So a bonnet is something worn by women. So why he put bonnets on the man's head? Hold on, let's keep going. Let's read. Because this is the definition in English, what America say, what English say. Today, it has distant meanings in hair care and automotive mechanic, as well as several regional definitions. Oh, we finna inspire some of the hair and sleep bonnets. Historical and baby headwear. Automated terms. Automotive term. Oh, this is made for the car. On an automobile, regional headwear, Scottish bonnet traditional. This referred to a brainless flat cap, such as a blue bonnet worn by men in bar. Okay, worn by men in bar in Scotland, which bears a reasonable to a large breech. So okay, men's can wear it too, but let's get an image of it. That's covering the head. And a man's head shouldn't be covered when the word coming out, when he praying. That's covering the head. These ain't, no. Let me see what this scripture say again. Let's read this again. He said, and Moses brought Aaron's son and put coats upon them and girded them with girdles and put bonnets upon them as the Lord commanded. He put bonnets upon them. Verse 14, and he brought the bullock for the sin offering. And Aaron and his son laid their hands upon the head of the bullock for the sin offering. Verse 15, and he slew it, and Moses took the blood and put it upon the horns of the altar round about with his finger, and purified the altar, and poured the blood at the bottom of the altar, and sanctified it, to make reconciliation upon it. Reconciliation, atonement, or propitiation. Propitiation. Hold on. Reconciliation. I just want to make sure I'm saying the word right.
Reconciliation.
Yes. It's the process of restoring harmony. Harmony. Making amends after a conflict or ensuring consistency between two different sets of records. It applies across several distant fields. What is the Bible definition of reconciliation? That's what I like to know. I don't go like I always go out that English. It's in the Bible, reconciliation is the restoration of a broken relationship into harmony and peace. It involves moving from a state of alienation and hostility to one or fellowship. The concept is divided into main categories. Vertical reconciliation, humanity to God. The primary biblical focus is on reconciling sinful humanity to a holy God. The cause human sin creates a barrier and causes humanity to be God's enemies. The solution, God intended in wait, I know this word. Intimidate and accomplish this reconciliation entirely through the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Key verse. All this is from God, who reconciled us to him through Christ and gave us the ministry of reconciliation, that God was reconciled the world to himself in Christ, not counting people sin against them. I was saying the word right though. Okay, let's keep it going. Go back to Leviticus chapter 8, verse 16. And he took all the fat that was upon the inwards and the coal above the liver and the two kidneys and their fat, and Moses burned it upon the altar. Verse 17. But the bullock and his hide, his flesh, and his dung he burnt with fire without the camp, as the Lord commanded Moses. So he took that and burned it without the camp. He took it outside the camp. And verse 18. And he brought the ram for the burnt offering. And Aaron and his son laid their hands upon the head of the ram. Verse 19. And he killed it. And Moses sprinkled the blood upon the altar round about. Verse 20. And he cut the ram into pieces. And Moses burnt the head and the pieces and the fat. Verse 21. And he washed the inwards and the legs in water. And Moses burnt the whole ram upon the altar. It was a burnt sacrifice for a sweet Savior, and an offering made by fire unto the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. Everything the Lord commanded Moses to do, Moses did. Verse 22. And he brought the other ram, the ram of consideration. And Aaron and his son laid their hands upon the head of the ram. and he slew it. And Moses took of the blood of it. Moses took of the blood of it and put it upon the tip of Aaron's ear, right ear, Aaron's right ear, Salaki, and upon the thumb of his right hand, upon the great toe of his right foot. Verse 24. And he brought Aaron's son, and Moses put of the blood upon the tip of their right ear, and upon the thumb of their right hand, and upon the great toes of their right feet. And Moses sprinkled the blood upon the altar round about. So we see that Moses put blood on Aaron, the high priest, right ear and right thumb and right toe. And he did the same thing to the sons. Verse 25. And he took the fat and the rump, and all the fat that was upon the inward, and the caul above the level, and the two kidneys, and their fat, and the right shoulder. Verse 26. And out of the basket of unleavened bread that was before the Lord, he took one unleavened cake and a cake of oiled bread, and one waffle, and put them on the fat and upon the right shoulder. And he put all upon Aaron's hands, and upon his son's hand, and waved them for a wave offering before the Lord. Verse 28. And Moses took them from off their hands, and burnt them on the altar upon the burnt offering. They were consideration for a sweet Savior. It is an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Now, these are the offering that he talked about earlier. Now, they perform it. Verse 29. And Moses took the breast and waved it for a wave offering. Here go the wave offering before the Lord. For of the ram of consideration, it was Moses' part, as the Lord commanded Moses. Verse 30. And Moses took of the anointed oil and of the blood which was upon the altar, and sprinkled it upon Aaron, and upon his garment, and upon his son, and upon his son's garments with him, and sanctified Aaron and his garment, and his son's garment with him. So now he sanctified Aaron and his son, and their garment that upon them. Verse 31. And Moses said unto Aaron and to his son, boil the flesh at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and there eat it with the bread that is in the basket of consideration, as I commanded, saying, Aaron and his son shall eat it. Verse 32. And that which remaineth of the flesh and of the bread shall ye burn with fire. Verse 33. And ye shall not go out of the door of the tabernacle of the congregation in 7 days, until the days of your consideration be at an end. For 7 days shall he considerate you. Let's see what this means. Consecration is the act of official dedicating something or someone to a sacred, divine, or spiritual purpose. Consecration. So he dedicated. He did say put them aside for the Lord. That what the sanctified mean, and consideration is part of that. What is the biblical definition of consecration? In the Bible, the word consecration means the separation of oneself from things that are unclean, especially anything that would contaminate one's relationship with a perfect God. Whoa. Consecration. So that's why we sanctify ourselves. That's why he sanctified them before they go into them. So one can be clean. Anything that contaminates one's relationship with a perfect God. That's why they would have dropped dead. That's why they would have dropped dead. Let's continue. Verse 34. As he had done this day, so the Lord had commanded to make an atonement for you. Verse 35. Therefore shall ye abide at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation day and night, 7 days, and keep the charge of the Lord, that ye die not. For so I am commanded. For so I am commanded. So they got to keep the charge of office. They can remain 7 days in the congregation. Therefore should ye abide at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation day and night, 7 days, and keep the charge of the Lord, that ye die not. For so I am commanded. Verse 36. So Aaron and his son did all the things which the Lord commanded by the hands of Moses. The end. That was the end of Leviticus 8. And they did everything that the Lord commanded. Everything. So, with that being said, man, we gonna close out. And the only thing I can tell y'all, man, is endure to the end. Keep the commandments. Try to keep the commandment to the best of your ability. We know we're going to fall, but a righteous man fall what? 7 times and get back up. A righteous man. Not a wicked man, but a righteous man. So stay focused. Don't try not to him with your just mouth and your heart far away from him. Do what he say. Everybody turn to Matthew. Let's close this out with the Lord's Prayer. Matthew chapter 6, verse 9. And we're going to close this out. After this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Israel, man. Y'all stay prayed up. Like I say, endure all this and, keep the commandment to the best of your ability. Walk thou in his ways. Try. At least try. We at the end. At least try, man. With that being said, I love y'all, Israel. And shalom to the 12 tribes that scattered abroad. Kwam Yasharala.